first opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. On the Ravens sideline, head coach John Harbaugh. His guys struggling at this point of the year, just 2 wins in their last 7 games. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. It certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Now a second down throw for Stafford. Back to the outside. He's got Diggs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good. Well, Baltimore, first down.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for a couple. Brandon Jones comes up with the stop. From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
They'll run the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Baltimore
1st and 10.
down. A gain of 1 yard. And the Ravens first down.
Running left, it's McCaffrey. Open space to the 35. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
33. That's another Baltimore first down.
Now a first down throw for Stafford.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another Baltimore
James goes over the top and into the end zone. Touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, the 2nd-round pick out of Kentucky, Will Levis.
You know, it's funny, some games you can look at the box score and you have a pretty good feeling who won. And last week, not one of them. I mean, to throw for 3 touchdowns, no picks, you'd expect that team to win, but they just didn't get the performances and the production from those around him. So he needs to continue to play at that level, continue to bring along the rest of his teammates. If they can get a more collective performance similar to his, now I think they've got a real shot to have success.
It's a gain of 8. And the Packers first down.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. He'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6.
From the 46.
46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. We're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
Levis is
2nd and 10.
intended for George Pickens. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard
From the
line.
gun, it's Levis. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw is Levis. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
14 yards. That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hubbard. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
He's got his big tight end. Bowers. Touchdown, Packers. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 7.
McGraw on 3rd down. Stafford. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack. So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay as his Packers head back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. play fake. It's Levis. Forced to his right. He's going to keep it himself. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action with Levis. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down. On play action, here's Levis. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Levis. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that is incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchdown. The Ravens offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. You can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the final 2 weeks of the season. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. The ball's out. One of the Ravens has it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Ravens 14, Packers 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay as his Packers head back onto the field. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Levis. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Ravens offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
That's good for Baltimore. First down.
On the RPO, he'll just flip it forward, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd down, it's Stafford. Jordan Brooks getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 50. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. The break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Plays made on defense by Jordan Brooks. They face 2nd down and 7. Play action, Stafford. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
16 yards. First down, Ravens.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got his man, Jefferson. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Slot man in motion right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. And this spectacular season continues. Now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number very few backs have reached in the history of the NFL. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead.
Packers 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Packers.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Packers 1st down.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
18 more yards.
That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
23-yard line.
Levis to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, the run was Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back in line of scrimmage. That's it. Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A run with Hubbard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He was taken down behind.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
That's hauled in at the 2. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Packers 1st down.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Loss of 2.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Now Levis. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. No timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This one caught just past the pylon. George Pickens. Touchdown, Green Bay. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now The kick is good. And the Packers draw closer here. It's 21-14. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. For Ravens offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. On first down, it's Stafford. Connects with his big tight end, man Hurts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. And the Ravens first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Quick throw, taken in.
Stafford's pass.
Second and 5.
To Devon Bailey. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Packers' 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Ravens going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Packers take over
From the 35, it's first and 10.
at their own 35-yard line.
Now, Levis. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for first and 10.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second down and 8.
26-yard line.
A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set down. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Here's Hubbard. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
throwing on second down. Levis. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's good.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Levis. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Packers are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. A wide open receiver. It's Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
25 yards on the play. And the Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Down at the 26. A gain of 9.
Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the
Running left,
22-yard
it's
line.
McCaffrey. Open space inside the 10. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. James will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 31, Packers 17.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Levis. Over the middle, that's the tight end Bowers. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
In trouble, and down he goes. Malik Collins getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
It looks like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home. And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he will have a Packers first down by a couple of yards, able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Another run here with Hubbard. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. That's Jonathan Grenard in for the stop.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Hubbard. We'll get this inside the 20, a nice run there in the red zone. It's first down.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Levis. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers.
It's second down.
And it'll be second down. Back to the air, it's Levis. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Levis to throw. That is caught. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down.
And the Packers first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Estimate trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. It will feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense. You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force 4th down.
On 4th down, Levis. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
McCaffrey now from the pistol. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On to the fourth quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore. And that's going to do it. A number of runners have come close, but with that last run, he has surpassed Eric Dickerson's all-time single-season record. It was 2,105 yards, but history made with that carry. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
A 1-yard gain brings up
Tight end on the move left. Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage. Well short of a 1st down. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Takes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
It is 3rd and long. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. To throw is Levis. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Hubbard. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
4 yards. That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
31. Packers 24. Harrison Butker.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 9. Play action, Stafford. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And a milestone grab. Not just a first down, but catch number 100 on the year. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of a goal. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's into the hands of Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
And the Baltimore first down.
On the draw, here comes McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one in reach.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. And in motion, it's Diggs. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Ravens. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to call yourself back in it.
Makes the score. Ravens 38. Packers 24.
Get your money up.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Packers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
On second down, a run with Hubbard. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Number 30, Chuba Hubbard, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
Now Levis. He gets this complete to Burton. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Levis to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Levis. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third 10.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 10.
Levis to throw. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Packers.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Packers.
They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Shotgun snap. No run. Here's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Estimate. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Levis. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
George Pickens. It's a gain of 4. Brings up
Levis.
and 6.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a first down. Levis. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
On second down, Levis. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 6.
Throwing is Levis. He can't get away, and he loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Ravens 38, Packers 31.
A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Ravens offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar, and they have been so far. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. But things are pretty much spoken for.
Second and a yard.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.